Okay, back to Unprecedented Crisis. When we last left off, we fought Rubicant, found our way through this little tunnel here, and we lost Yang. So that leaves room at least for Edge to move up front. And now we're gonna tackle the tunnel to the tower. Yeah, so the reason Edge is doing a ton of damage there is because the Ashura is holy. The way ambidexterity works in this game is that if one of the if the monster, the target of the attack, is weak to any of the elements of your weapons, of any of the weapons you have equipped, then it's weak to the whole attack. I'm not sure how resistance factors into that. Like if they're weak to one and resist the other, I can't remember how that works. But definitely if they're weak to one and don't care about the other, then they're weak to the whole attack. So for example, in the original game you could put Yang's claws on Edge, and normally you would not want to, for example, put two claws on, but you could reasonably, for example, put a fire claw and a decent katana on him if you know, for a monster that's weak to fire, and it would do like more than just the two katanas would have. Yeah, we're really gonna start to miss Edward because we have no way to heal now except for potions. Oh, don't curse Sid. You know what? You're probably just better off tagging. We'll let Ifrit take care of this. Even when under curse, it's still enough. Keep everybody topped up. Don't want Rydia to randomly die. Ugh. Yeah, see, to a normal monster that's not weak to holy, that katana just does a reasonable amount of damage. It's still, actually, it's still a fair amount. 600 for where we are. Even cursed, he's doing tons of damage. Way more than enough to kill it. Won't say no to some Phoenix Downs. Rydia is more or less at the point now where she can throw around Shiva and Ifrit more or less as she needs to. Don't need to, you know, conserve her MP as much. Ow. Ow! Okay. Priority on you. Calcify is usually no problem unless the battle takes a long time, or like the monster casts a lot. For example, like if it gets cast, if you hit someone with Calcify, who already has it, then it advances the petrification by one stage. So if someone just spams it on you, then you can really turn to stone really quickly. See what's behind here. I know there's something. Forget what. Oh, these guys. Alright. Sure can. Oh, I forgot to move those closer to the top. Uh-oh. Oh, we're hanging on by the fingernails. Nope. Alright. Phew. Power Staff. I think they cast Berserk. Well, I'll leave the Fire Staff on her for now. Looks like we got a ton of inventory though. I filled up pretty quick. Yeah, we have a bunch of junk that I forgot to sell. That's kind of annoying. Not really sure when I'm gonna have a chance to sell that again. Oh, we'll probably just end up dropping a lot of it. That's just how it's gonna go. Takes care of that problem. Ah, drain. So Edge uses some kind of ninja trick to get us in like that. This is normally where you appear in the Tower of Zot when your airship is brought up into the sky. Which is also another thing I found kind of strange. Like, I mean, if your airship could fly that high anyway, well, why didn't you? You know what I mean? Like, why weren't we always flying that high? Might have noticed that there was this big looming tower. Yikes. Sure glad I stocked up. Although part of me is kind of wondering if I stocked up enough. We're really going through them. Angel. Alright. Cool. Fire 2! Boom! Wonder what Chocobo is like these days. It's probably terrible, but I'm just curious. Oh wow! Yeah, not bad. It's actually probably more than the bomb would have done. We can use that a bit more. Fire arrows. We were too fast for Ifrit. He's too slow. Yeah, the dolls are constructs in this. Because, you know, I guess they're sort of mechanical dolls of some kind. Not really that to say here. This is all the, more or less the same as the Tower of Zot was in the original. Firebomb those. There we go. Yeah, at least until you get to the plot point. Of course, that's of course different. Because, you know, no Tella, no Paladin. Oh, Mithril Hammer. Let's put that on. Boom! Should be an improvement. No more Quake, but that was starting to get a bit obsolete at this point. Giant, I think that's Glove. It's hard to tell when part of the thing is transparent. What? Oh. Magic. Oh yeah, that'll be wicked for him. Yeah. Now we're kind of short on item space here. Okay, let's put some stuff in the trash. Okay, I'm gonna say I don't need a Lamia Harp. Or probably beyond the usefulness of this. And yeah, leather. Junk. Don't need the mithril gear. Or the dreamer. I mean, let's face it. Okay, yeah, that should give us a bit of space. To sort. I remember in the original, the hammers had that funny wrench-looking symbol. No idea why. I mean, they're not wrenches. They're clearly hammers in battle. And they had that hammer graphic, like, in the ROM. I didn't make that. That was already there in the ROM. I don't think it was used anywhere. So I was like, well, you know what? The hammers are gonna have that symbol, because that actually looks like a hammer. And also in this, Cid is not the only hammer user. So it'd be strange for other people to use like a wrench type thing. Healing item. Well, I think she'll soon be learning Sylph, if I'm not mistaken. A couple of differences with Sylph. One is that it's free. Well, that's actually not really a difference. It was free in the original, as long as you had the 25 MP or whatever it was supposed to cost available. It wouldn't actually subtract from your MP due to a bug. And from what I understand, there's no simple way to fix said bug. So I just sort of ran with it. I was like, okay, well, the only reasonable way for this to work is to just have it cost 0, but I'll make it so that it takes a long time to cast. So at least that way you can't just, you know, spam free healing. It does air damage though, so things that are weak to air, like birds and flying things, will take more damage from it. Meaning you heal more from it too. Hairpin. Oh, you have one. That's okay. I can think of someone else who can use all this gear we're finding. Got lots of ice balls. Viking helm. That sounds like a good thing for you to put on. It is. Oh, that reminds me. That was a place I never went when I was fooling around with the Chocobo, the Black Chocobo. Is Mithril, or Silvera, as it was translated in Final Fantasy II. They sell some interesting stuff there, like the Viking Helm, and I think the Giant's Glove as well. Among other things, I'm pretty sure. I should have checked. And there were a couple treasures in the grass, I think, so... Oh well. It's done. Looks good. Alright. Ready for the Magus Sisters. These guys are a joke in this. I mean, I didn't change them or anything, but that's kind of why they're a joke, because with this team, like, you just crush them. I'm just gonna fight. And we can just summon stuff on them. Yeah, I'm just gonna help here. Maybe we'll get something great. I mean, maybe we'll just get something that she can cast normally, but I mean, it's not like they have a weakness, so... If I get something I could have casted normally, well, I'm not out anything more than... Oh. Yeah, I forgot that could happen. Well, that's still fine. The chances she might randomly get Bahamut is worth it. Or, you know, Leviathan, or Titan, or... Okay, that's fine too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Odin is the only undesirable result in this situation. Oh, Comet! We're okay. Whew! I forgot she could do that. Ha! 666. Nice damage there, Edge. We gain level, learn Sylph. Excellent. Oh, right. Yeah, that's. I'll leave that there. Save. Cain! Cecil! This is where Cain reveals that he's actually a sleeper agent. So he's sort of playing along, you know, playing the role that he's on Golbez's side, but he's actually not. He's actually on our side. He's sort of a spy, and the idea is that he'll turn on him in a critical moment, and but they don't know yet whether to trust him, because all they have to go on really is his claim that he's a sleeper agent, and not that he actually is on their side. Oh yeah, so Rosa somehow escaped and trapped Barbarisha there. Tricked her. So yeah, because you really need Cain for this fight because, well, for obvious reasons. You need to stop her spin attack. I changed the dialogue a little there too. He used to say, you know, Cain, jump, or something like that. So I just had Cain do the speaking. What do I want you to do, Sid? I don't even know. That's not going to do anything. Fight. Okay, miss still will stop the spin. That's good. Sylph, although I don't know if it'll go off in time. That's that air knife doing that crazy damage. Jump. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it's just gonna miss. Yeah. Wow! That's cutting right through her defense. Oddly enough, I don't know if Cain has done a single point of damage to her yet. This has been all edge. Oh, here we go. That might be it, actually. Boom! Boom! Oh no, she's taking it. She's taking a beating. Oh. Yep, fight. Yeah, that's it, yep. she was souped up a little too. Get that tornado attack and like the tornado spell and more hit points and stuff. And we get the air crystal back. So that's all 4. They open the way to the moon. The what? Because it's sort of incredulous. I always thought like that was so bizarre. This whole moon thing that they had in the original game. I kept it in, but I don't know. It's, it's like the moon. It seems so strange. How random. So now we have Kain. Thunder Spear, Viking, Giant Flame. Okay, so he's more or less got Sid's Eclipse and a Thunder Spear. And he can stay in the back because he's just going to jump. Yeah, I'll burn a tent. They're gonna get obsoleted soon anyway. Alright, now we go back down the tower. When I first came in, I never went to it, but there was a door that was locked. Edge in is 666 damage. Oh, I forgot to make you jump. But anyway, there was a locked door there near the entrance, and the tower key lets you get in there. Oof. Oh, the swordman must be holy. jump comes out so fast in this version. Like in, not only in the later games, but even in like the remakes of this, I find the jump attack takes longer. Well, not to execute, but to actually like for him to come down from the jump. I find it, at least it seems to take longer. I don't know if it actually does, but it certainly feels like he spends a lot more time up in the air in the later games, in the later versions. I mean, could be just my imagination, or it could be the messed up ATB. Like Final Fantasy IV Advance, I know suffers from some oddities, we'll say, concerning the ATB system. Juggalo. Alright, we're finally here. It was a bit of a slog, but here we are. You actually get more experience for like each individual doll that you kill. Any kind of monster like that that summons other monsters, you get experience for each instance of the monster that you kill, like the summon. So you can actually just like keep provoking the monster to summon guys and keep killing the summoned guys to get more and more and more experience in one battle. And it's not really worth it on these little guys, but like later in the game, there's like these, you know, there's those alert monsters and stuff that summon. You know, some of them summon big old dragons and stuff. And you can really rack up some EXP that way. Alright, now I know what's coming up, so I'm actually going to strip this little girl. Oh, I don't really have the inventory to completely strip her, so... Oh wait, but I will. Okay, locked. So, tower key, take care of that situation. Oh. I forgot. There's this part. Ah! Okay, I don't want to fight those quite yet. I meant to make it so that there was no encounters on that bridge. I guess that didn't happen. Oh well. Cecil! There's Rosa. Kiss. Yeah, the graphic of them two kissing wouldn't have worked here because it's the Paladin version. And he's still a Dark Knight, so... She knows the plan. She's in on it. Oh yeah. How did you trick Barbarisha? Let's just say I used my girlish charms. It's sort of basically implied that Barbarisha's a lesbian, like in the song. There's this song by I don't know how to pronounce his name, Hyadane or something like that. Anyway, it portrays the four fiends, and they all have these different like personality quirks and stuff. I thought it was funny. Alright. Let's get her fired up. This part is so cool. There's something really satisfying about putting all the crystals in the altars and stuff. It's neat. Fire. Ding. Earth. Earth. Oh, and you can talk to them. Together we can do this. Coast is clear. Air. Air. Water. Ding. Now we have some inventory space. And we can get the rest of this stuff off of you. Da-da. Alright. Perfect. All set, everyone. All the crystals are in place. I'll stay here and do my best to stall Golbez. As you wish, till we meet again. So it's all set up, you get the dramatic music, makes you think, oh right, we're ready to go, we're gonna go on this journey, dude. And then it just sort of fizzles out. Why isn't anything happening? That's a reference to an old cartoon show from the 90s, Captain Planet. They had all the four canonical elements, earth, fire, air, water, and then they had heart was an element for some strange reason. And that's where we find out that there's actually more crystals. Even Cain didn't know. Trapdoor! Oh no, Rydia! I had no idea that we were about to lose you. Well, it's a good thing I took all that equipment off. Alright, Rosa, you need some stuff. Because... yeah... cloth... not gonna cut it. Alright, Angel... magic? Is that the best I got? Defense? Ugh. I'll give her defense. She doesn't need magic. hairpin, beret, beret, and bow. Great bow. And fire. Good as anything else, I guess. Now the which hand you put the arrow in as opposed to the bow matters. Like if I did it the other way around, it wouldn't be as much. It's only 37 compared to do this right, compared to 46. So you want the arrows in your good hand and the bow in your off hand. And what are your spells like now? Slow, haste, warp. That's fun. Blink, always good. Demi, at least it's an attack of some kind. So, alright. Now, oh yeah, you can try to go back in the tower, but Cain will reprimand you. There's that 666 again. Not so great for a charged arrow, but I think they resist fire. I think I'm actually going to put ice on you anyway. We'll get more of them when we can go shopping. Yeah, so we end up going to the dwarf castle sort of through the back door. The little cave entrance down here. This is the pot of life. Want a sip? Yes. I want a sip. I'm going to be taking a lot of sips from that thing over the course of this section of the game. We found some human children. You should see the king. Ah, human children, huh? Yep. Monsters is down here are strong. Oh yeah! HP apples. There's, I think, 4 total in the game. They're all in this dwarf castle. A red flying ship crashed nearby. A red flying ship, huh? One of the Red Wings? Maybe Sid can fix it up. I think I will do the plot scene first. I'm Luca. I can't find my dolls. Have you seen them? Not yet. Oh, and do you have anything that I want? Kind of. How badly do I want your stuff? Cecil can use that stuff, so. Who do we have here? Greetings, Your Majesty. My name is Cecil. Pleased to meet you, Cecil. I am Giat, King of the Dwarves. Come to warn you of imminent threat. Okay, so he tells him about Golbez. And they have the Bolt Crystal here in the Dwarf Castle. So then there's the Ice Crystal in Tomra. The Shadow Crystal is in the Feymarch, the land of summer monsters. And the Holy Crystal in what I've now changed to be the Shrine of Bahamut, which used to be the Sylvan Cave. It's still laid out the same, it's just there's a temple there now instead of that little house where the elves were with Yang. Okay, the tanks can't go over Bangla, but we did find a flying ship that crashed nearby. If you can make it work, it's yours. Sid can make it work. We found these human children, took them in. Despite how they seem, they are powerful mages. May be useful to you on your quest. Cecil is sort of skeptical. And there's those two. So this is where they ended up getting warped when they cast warp. I was going to put in a reference at one point to them getting shunted around to various strange places and maps that didn't exist, sort of as a reference to there's this glitch you can abuse in the original game where if you fill the warp stack up to like 256 and then try to warp, you end up getting transported all over the place and strange things and strange places, and where you end up going depends on various completely unrelated variables like the XY position of the airship and the color of your menus and things like this. So I thought it'd be a cute nod to that, but I was like, nah, this is probably a bit too... Like, who's gonna get it, you know? All of 10 people. Okay, Sid's gonna stay here and help out. So that makes room for our two wizards. Oh yeah, I changed the names of the airships. So, in the original game, they were the Enterprise and the Falcon, basically, well, very, very obviously taken off of American sci-fi films. So I was like, alright, well, I'm gonna I'm gonna also give them names from sci-fi films, but they won't be the Enterprise and the Falcon. They won't be Star Trek and Star Wars. They'll be British ones. So this is one that's going to be the Red Dwarf. And the other one is the TARDIS, which is a reference to Doctor Who. And it's an acronym in Doctor Who, and it's an acronym in this too. It's just a different acronym. It stands for something different. No, we didn't finish looting that place. Helm and Form. Okay, so now we have sort of the opposite situation we had before, where we have a lot of spellcasters and not a lot of melee people. But, you know, Edge is perfectly fine in the front. And so is Cecil. And what do you have? Junk. But luckily I have some stuff that I looted from Rydia. Wizard. This one does make sense for you. Hairpin. Oh, there it is. Rune. Probably should get that healing staff, but oh, we have a power staff. That'll work. Actually, no. I have a better idea. You are going to bonk things with a hammer. Boom! And despite what it may look like from her stats, she won't actually be doing that much damage. And you can have the rune ring. Fire rod. Well, I'll give the ice rod because reasons. No more wizard, huh? Oh well. Got here for now. I think that you can buy it anyway in the dwarf castle. Gloves it is. That's fine. He has a rune ring. You're okay. Yeah, well, likewise. Oh yeah, this place is gone. Once again, cannibalized to make room for other maps. Ah, poison rod, that's pretty good. Or a staff. Yeah, I might actually go with that over the hammer. Gives her some will. But she has a command actually that can only be used with the hammer. It's called bonk. It targets one of your allies because like the idea is, you know how she sort of bonks Palom on the head all the time. Well, she can bonk someone on the head and give them a buff. It's random, but it can like life people. Like you can use it on a KO person and might randomly bring them back to life. Yeah, let's get a roast staff. Sleep blade, cool. Gonna equip that before I forget. And then we're gonna sell stuff. Because we do not need all this junk. No, if I need a mithril hammer, I'll just buy one here. Sell that. Hang on a flame rod. Oh, I didn't equip the poison rod. Put that on. Okay, yeah, he can just cast ice, so we're gonna get rid of that. Gloves. Hang on to that. Gaia hammer. Might be funny getting poor armor cast Quake. I'll hold on to it. Probably don't need it. Definitely don't need mithril glove or 3 cloths. I think we're well beyond the use of this. Don't need shadow stuff at this point. Caps. Don't need the ancient, I wouldn't say. Is it my only dark sword? Okay, I'll hang on to that just for the sake of I might want to dark wave something. Don't think I need battle axe. Or like normal dagger. I probably could have thrown those. Oops. Oh, I didn't put the Viking stuff on. Cecil. Okay, Shadow. Might hang on it. Well, I probably don't need this Kempo guide here. Shadow. Extra shield. Might throw that now that I think about it. Might hang on the Iron Ring too, but I don't need these. That does provide a decent defense boost. In case someone needs it, like a squishy wizard. Little boy or a little girl. Don't need Wooden Rod. Don't need Thunder Rod. Probably don't need Coral Sword, but I'll hang on to it. Alright, that should make a bit of room. And I think I'm also going to do this now because you two are very squishy. Oh, that also happened to move the shurikens up, which I kept meaning to do and never did. Oh, well I could just buy the Viking stuff. Okay, fair enough. Rune. Yeah, well I want one for her. I think they both have hairpins. I think I need an extra one of these and one of these, if I'm not mistaken. Because you have... Oh, Wizard! I thought you had Angel. Oh, wait. I put on Rosa. But really, I want you to have Judo. And Cecil, you can just put on some plate. Like this. Yeah! Rosa. Judo. Boom. Now. Palom. Angel. Okay. And you have Angel. Yes, and magic, and you need magic glove, and you... Oh, rune ring. Okay. One magic glove, please. Oh. I guess I bought it and forgot. Yep. Yep. I wonder. It's multiplier. 4 times 47. 5 times 48. Okay. You can have the headband. Now, did you sell arrows of any kind here? Fire. Blech. Okay. That's fine. We have an airship. We can just go to the place that does sell ice arrows. Throwing axe. Well, we'll have a use for that another time. I'll hang on to it though. HP apple number 1. Or, number 3. That's supposed to be a gauntlet. Power glove. It's so bad. 5. Power. It's still 5. Okay. Well, I'll probably put the Viking on for now. That might change. Or not the Viking. What do you call him? Giant. Alright. Ether. Elixir. Awesome. Dry ether. Won't complain about any of that. This side is clear too. I guess they assume you're coming from the other direction. Now if I don't miss my guess, HP apple? Yep. Alright, down the hatch, little kids. You could save those and like use them on someone later. There is a particular person that comes to mind, but I like using them now. Also, in this, in my version, the twin attack is based on your HP for similar reasons to. Oh, judo. Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, judo. For similar reasons to the bombs, like I wanted it to scale up because you may end up having the twins quite a lot longer than you would have originally. 5 times 88, and power glove. Six times 90. All right, there we go. Now he's got the strength build. Alright, I think we've thoroughly looted this place. Now, Chutomra! Welcome to Tomra. Thank you. King Santos has been working the miners much too hard lately. He used to be so jolly. Oh, King Santos. The ice we mine is the only source of water in the underworld. Yeah, I made the, what used to be the sealed cave into the ice cave. Or the ice mine, I guess. King Santos never says lolly-ho like we do. He just says ho-ho-ho. Oh, oh, oh. Without the ice from the ice mine, we would have no water and no way to preserve our food. Yeah, so the idea is like, well, so the inspiration for the ice crystal and bolt crystal and all that is that, like the upper world crystals had earth, fire, air, and water, but I was like, well, Final Fantasy usually has 8 elements in it, right? So I was just like, okay, the underworld crystals are all going to, like in the original game, they, yes, ho ho ho. In the original game, they, yeah, they just called it like Darkness Crystal, and they were all just Darkness Crystal. You know, there was no real element associated with any of them, unlike the upper world, which, you know, they weren't just light crystal, they were, you know, each associated with an element. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna associate the 4 dark crystals with the 4 elements that are not earth, fire, air, and water. So that would be ice, bolt, dark, and holy. Strictly speaking, though, earth and water are not actually, they don't actually have elements in this game for earth and water. Like, there's attacks that are themed around them, like Quake and Leviathan and stuff, but they don't actually deal any elemental damage. Quake misses the flying things just from the flying, the flag that makes them flying. Whoa, do want. Oh, sledgehammer. Okay. Well, mostly I want a few ice arrows to, like, not run out. Killer. Oh, ah! Killer bow. Ah, no! No! Okay. Kojutsu. Well, I threw a bunch of money in the garbage on a blizzard spear, but that's okay. We'll use it eventually. We'll use it eventually. Okay. Put your arrows on. Put your bow on. Boom. Kotetsu. Kotetsu is dark. So now we got dark and holy. On the go. No, I didn't get anything for you, did I? What did I get? Oh, that silly blizzard spear. Oh, I'm not gonna have any money for any armor. Come back here. Opal. Oh, everything's so expensive. I want a diamond ring to put on those twins to at least one of them. Make it a bit more survivable, but I guess not in the cards. Oh, you know what I probably don't need is that throwing axe. And the great bow. Let's sell a few more things. Maybe we can afford something. I doubt it, but yeah, we're not gonna make what we need. Gloves, magic, wizard, guy gear. Probably don't need this beret. How much do you sell for? 5,000. Well, that would almost get us there, actually. Actually, what if I just cut my losses and sell it? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'll probably end up buying it back at some point, but let's get a diamond ring. Alright. If you like it, then you should put a ring on it. Boom! 32 defense. Now she can live and hopefully cause other people to live, because she has the coveted cure spells and like raise, awake removes like stun and sleep and stuff like that. Same thing it does in Final Fantasy -1. What have you got? Nice too. Awesome. Bolt fire, tornado, charm. That's pretty good. Poison, blind, mute. Sweet. All right, good setup. Okay. Not gonna waste money on the inn. We have a pot of life. Alright. And I think this is a good spot to call it.